Today I want to share with you how I used a reverse phishing email to find the IP address and location of someone trying to deceive me. The shocking part, the IP address and location come back to a casino. Yes, that's right, a casino that has an estimated revenue stream of $400 to $500 million per year. One should ask why this giant of an organization is interested in a little guy like me behind a small YouTube channel that counts cards at low to mid-stakes blackjack. While showing you exactly how I did this, I want to tell you the story in 30 seconds. Generally, I receive lots of emails from the channel. This one account from someone named Edwin kept emailing me every week, asking me more and more specific information, such as when I was coming to play south of Seattle, what's my schedule like, what time do I play at, where do I hide my hidden camera specifically, and it was becoming borderline stalkerish. My curiosity got the best of me, so I wanted to find out who this was and where they were. So this is where I track the sender down. I jump on Google and find a random hidden camera for sale on eBay so the domain name looks believable. Yep, this looks good enough. I copy the URL and head over to a website called grabify.link, and it creates a redirect link that will allow me to find the IP address of anyone that opens it. The link looks just like the hidden camera from eBay we found minutes ago, so most of the time this should work for you spies out there. The only catch, they need to click on the link that I sent them. I reply to Edwin on the email thread and say, "Thanks for watching the channel. The hidden camera I use is located right here," while providing them with the eBay redirect link. I wait 24 hours. They fell for it. We find out where this IP address is coming from. We then go to a Whois lookup for the IP address. I was shocked to see the IP address of my sender comes back to Alani Resort. The registration number even comes back to 1 Cowlitz Way in Ridgefield, Washington, which is indeed the address of the casino operator. Now, I ponder my newfound information for a few days, and the only thing that comes to my mind, let's go try to take a few thousand off them and expose the ugly truth about these casino operators. This is episode 9. Let's call this one clickbait. I install the hidden camera, jump in the car, grab a drink for the road, and head out to my target, Alani Casino. As I'm heading into the session, I'll review the game rules, the spread, and the hourly expected value. For the game rules, it's as good as it gets in my experience for Washington State. Blackjack pays 3-2, stand soft 17. It's sad to say, but this is becoming rare nowadays. Late surrender available, double after split. It's a 6-deck game, and the pen was noted at 1.2 out of 6 most times, but did see it down to as low as 1, but that's totally dealer dependent. Casino 411 notes this game in the high limit room as $100 minimum, but it does drop down to $50 or $25 when slower. My bet spread will be as follows. -2 or worse, I'll be wonging out. -1 and 0, $25 single unit bet. Through 1, I'm going to go right to 2 hands of $50, true 2, 2 hands of $75, true 3, 2 hands of $125, all the way up through a true 6, where I'll be playing 2 hands of $300 each for a $600 bet. As you can see, with this bet spread in these conditions, this has an expected value of a little over $120 per hour. We count using the popular blackjack card counting strategy, the high-low system. I won't go into full depth of it here. There's a link in the description if you'd like to learn how to use this system. But essentially, each card is assigned a value based on whether it's considered a high card or lows, with the middle cards 7, 8, and 9 being neutral. By tracking the running count of these values, a player can estimate the deck's favorability and adjust their bets accordingly. We start to place higher bets when the deck is rich in high cards, and smaller bets when it's low on high cards, giving us a slight edge over the house. Now let's head on inside. I won't be showing hands when the count is 0 or worse, and I will be showing the positive true count situations. On a couple of the early hands, the hidden camera was facing too far right for small parts of the hand, so I'll throw on a card overlay in the moments where you can't see clearly. Here the count was true 1, so we had 2 bets of $50 on the felt. The hand itself wasn't that interesting, but I wanted to highlight all the small cards that came out. And remember, for those of you just learning at home, to calculate the true count, simply find your running count by adding the values of each card as they're laid down, divide that running count by the number of decks remaining, use the true count to make betting and playing decisions. This escalates things quickly and leads us into an early true 4 count, so we put out 2 hands of $200 each for a $400 bet on the table. We are pumped to get dealt a blackjack on our first square, and a 5 on our second square is alright versus a dealer 7. That first hand gets paid out at 3-2 for a $300 profit. We draw to 7, then 14, and land a great card when the 5 drops for 19. Dealer flips over a face, and we collect another $200 on this hand for a cool $500 win. The true count drops down to a +3, so we lower our bet to 2 squares of $125 each. We get an ugly 14 and 13 against the dealer face. On the first hand, it's a beautiful sight when the 6 drops for a 20, and the second hand, unfortunately, we bust. The dealer flips over a 7 for 17. We break even on this hand, but we'll take that in this situation. The count remains at a +3, so we leave our $250 on the felt. We get dealt a 14 and a 16, but the dealer's showing a bust card with a 4 facing up. We stand pat, but ouch. No help as the dealer draws to a 17, and we lose both bets. Here the true count was just under +4. Now normally at +4 we bet $200 times 2, so I took a chip off and made it $175 times 2. And look at this. We got 2 doubles facing us with a 10 and an 11 versus a dealer 4. Come on, dealer, treat us good. First double spikes an ace, and the second double, we spike a 10. Dealer busts, and we win $700, scooping $350 times 2 squares.
I love your hand. I love my hand too.
I love the bigger hand.
No, I love it. I never look at that 2021. That's awesome. And we got 11 too. Dang.
We get to work stacking chips. And any of you that enjoy this game we love, you can't tell me there's a better feeling. The count remains at a true 4, so we maintain our $200 times 2 square betting structure. We are dealt a 19 and a 20 versus a dealer 9. Dealer flips over a face for 19, so we take a push on one hand and $200 win on the second hand.
Yeah, that's fine.
Count is over a true 3 here, so we're playing 2 hands of $125 each. On the first hand, we're dealt a soft 14. In the second hand, we're dealt a 5 while the dealer flips over a 10. We get to 7, then hard 17 and stay. And the second hand here, bring on the comment trolls. We get to 15 and stand because the true count was already over 3, and with the cards on the table, it approached to true 4, where the deviation says to stand. The dealer flips over a 20, and that's both hand loss, minus 250. Count slides down to a true 2, so we lower our bet to $150, playing 2 squares of 75 each. On the first square, we're dealt a blackjack, In the second hand, we have an 11. So, of course, we will be doubling that.
Not when I have no.
I need help, baby.
We are Delta 6 for a total of 17. The dealer gets to 7 and an 18 when the ace drops. We lose that double hand, but we had a blackjack, so we really only lost half of a bet. True count is now over a +2 and bordering on +3. We are handed a soft 14 and a 15, but we don't mind against the dealer 4. Our soft 14 turns to a 16 and then becomes a 15. We stay on both hands and need some big time dealer help here. Help arrives as the dealer busts and we collect on both.
Nice hand.
Good job. Good job.
As you can hear, we're now cheering on our table mate, the Asian whale who's betting between $1,000 to $2,000 a hand. She's stuck for about 20 grand at this point, so we're cheering her on.
One more hand.
We got one hand left.
We are asking the dealer if we have a hand left in the shoe to calculate our true count.
Yeah, I'll probably be the last one.
Dealer confirms last hand, and it's at a true 4, so we slide out 2 spots of $200 each.
Let's go, let's go. 5 up. Not 5. Oh.
We get a 17 and an 8 versus the dealer face.
5, baby. 4, 5. I want it. I don't know why I wanted to say that.
The whale loses both her bets.
Okay, another 7. 6, 7. Ow! I won!
One again.
Set him again. I don't know why I had a feeling I wanted to say that and say that.
And we also get cleaned out for a big house win.
Is that it?
One more, it looks like.
To our surprise, there is one more hand in this shoe.
Oh, sorry.
That cut
I
card
don't know what
must
I'm
be
doing.
right near the front.
One playing 3 hands.
The true count is still a 4, so we hammer out another $400 bet.
Last hand of the shoe. Good luck, Ace.
The whale is now playing 3 hands of $1,000 each, trying to get even.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
We get Delta 7 and a 15.
16 under.
We surrender our 15 faces the dealer face, as you should be making that play anytime the count is positive. We get 100 back on the surrender.
17 it is.
And unfortunately lose the other $200 bet. And we're at a crew 3 now, $250 on the table, and we're dealt a 13 and a 7 versus dealer deuce. We stay on the 13 and hit to a 15 on the second hand. Dealer improves to 18, and we take 2 losses. Crew 3 now, $250 on the table, and we're dealt a 16 and an 11 versus dealer face. I surrender the 16 and get half my bet back, $62.50, and double the 11.
Dylan, 16 under, baby.
I draw a 7 for 18.
16.
Unfortunately, dealer flips a face for 20, and we lose our double. A $312.50 total loss this hand.
Yes.
Count is at +3, and this hand's a fun one. We're dealt a soft 14 and pocket deuces for you poker folks. We double the soft 14
Good luck, come on.
and take a king to make it a hard 14. I split the deuces and first see a 12, so we stay, and then a 7 comes out on the second hand for a double spot. Things are looking good as the dealer flips a face for a 15, but rolls over a 4 for 19. We push the double and lose 3 bets for a $375 loss. And we get on a little bit of a hot roll here near the end. Through 3, so betting 2 squares of 125. Dealer showing a face card against our soft 14 and 11. We get a lovely 6 on the first hand for a 20. On the second hand, we double and see what we want to see, a face card. Dealer draws to 17, so that's a nice $375 win. Sorry for the hand in the way early on. Don't worry, it clears the shot soon. This hand is a true 3. We bump up the bet to 2 squares of 125, and we're dealt to 20 and 18. We keep that hot run going. Dealer showing an 8. Goes to 13, 16, and bust. That's a needed $250 win. We pack it in with a profit, but not as large as we wanted due to the personal nature of wanting to stick it to this place hard. This was the definition of a roller coaster session, to say the least. We started out fast and furious, getting up over 1,000 early, rode the coaster downwards for the middle segment of the session, completely giving back our profits plus some, but then came tearing back last hour, booked a total win of $1,075 for a total hourly rate of $307, which was running above EV. For those of you watching the channel long term, you will know that we're on a $0 to $100,000 YouTube challenge documenting the highs and lows of an advantaged blackjack player. With this win, we move our channel total from $16,661 to $17,736. We got a ways to go, but slow and steady progress is being made. Thanks for watching.